Alright, so welcome back to part 2. I actually had to go to my grandparents' house because it was actually their original 2010 MacBook Pro, and they managed to have the original startup disks where I can reinstall Mac OS X Snow Leopard. That's 10.8.6 or 10.6.8. So what I ended up doing was I put in the first DVD, which was the Mac OS X Leopard installation. There it goes, it pops up. You double click that. And then I had to wait quite a while. I'm gonna wait for the wonderful Apple logo to finish loading. I'm just gonna speed this up for you. And after a little bit of waiting, which was about, I was waiting for about 5 minutes, we got a beautiful blue screen, the spin ball of death, and then eventually we got the screen of life, and from there on I just had to set up Mac OS X Snow Leopard. I'm not going to mess that one up that time. 10.6 I don't actually remember. It was 10.6 point something, because I remember I had to do a whole slew of updates to get it back to 10.6.8. But I pressed the install button, you get the loading bar you haven't seen. This, I would argue this version of Mac OS X is almost as nostalgic as Windows XP. So I just set up my account, did a whole bunch of stuff, waited for the installation to finish, and guess what? Once you've done that, you gotta install it again. I don't know what exactly was going on, but you just had to select the correct disk. Now, this is where it gets fun. For some unknown reason, you could see the click in there. It was not gonna let me install it on this disk. So unfortunately, I did have to completely wipe this, zero out the data, repartition, reformat, reinstall Mac OS X El Captain, and then reinstall Mac OS X Snow Leopard. I did all that off camera. I'm just letting you guys know what I've been up to off camera. Otherwise, this video would have been easily over an hour long. So it looks like we're back to where we started. Back to the installation screen. Pressed agree, and thankfully there's no yellow hazard sign on the Mac OS X on the Mac SSD, so we installed it. There's a very, very, very happy thumbs up. This took me a couple weeks to actually get working, and now we gotta play the waiting game. And yeah, it took about 35-40 minutes, so obviously I'm either gonna speed it up or just completely skip it. Good, we skipped it. And once I've set up my account, something really, really, really cool happens very, very shortly. So I'll stop talking and I'll play the raw camera footage. Audio, unfortunately, the audio is not the cleanest because I wasn't expecting this. It's not something I've ever really seen before, and it was really cool. And I wish Apple did more stuff like this whenever new Mac OS is installed. So yeah, I'll stop talking and enjoy the show. Alright, that was pretty cool. Well, after that nostalgic hit, I decided to not transfer any accounts over. I created a full name, an account name, and then my setup got exposed. Yeah, Apple gave it zero warning. Select a picture for the account. It automatically went to take a snapshot where I activated my camera, so that was nice. So that's all the photos they have, obviously. And I was looking for the mountain lion, but they didn't have it. which sucks. So I went with the same profile pic I'm actually rocking right now, which is the bald eagle for freedom. And here we are. Look at the old iTunes logo at the bottom, old preview, old Safari, old everything. It looks so good. I know people were so happy with iOS 7 and how they just made everything bland and spiritless, but this right here, the attention to detail, the commitment, it really felt like this product was made with passion, even though the hardware was the definition of dog poop. So I then installed the applications disk, and it installed something. I'm not sure what it did. I just checked all the boxes. And now we can go to About This Mac or Software Update. Yeah, I was going for the Software Update there. And now we're going to check for some new software. I installed a couple of web browsers, and there you go. We do have some updates that are still available. The iLife support. So this Mac, back in the day, you had to actually purchase a separate DVD to get the iLife support, which is like iMovie, Preview, iWork, iStickies, and a bunch of other iStuff. I think GarageBand was also included. Oh man, look at them all on the bottom. And iPhotos, yeah, before it just became Photos, and I downloaded them all. And as you can see, we got the new QuickTime player and the new iTunes logo. Well, not new, but a different gen of it. I personally prefer the new iTunes logo than the old one. I don't know what was going on with the old one. And I was just playing with a bunch of voices, so I'll stop talking so you can hear how creepy this was.
I sure like being inside this fancy computer. I sure like being inside this fancy computer.